mini series where I'm surprising my dad with a surprise makeover on his limited edition SRT-10 truck, which is right behind me. And in this episode, we're kind of just doing all the little details, and I'm gonna be surprising him with something I don't think that he wants, but it might grow on him, and that is Underglow. My dad's probably gonna freak out a little bit, but I'm not gonna put a button in the car. It's gonna be completely controlled by an app. So I'm really excited to put that on the car, and there's so many other little finishing details that I have. I have custom floor mats. I have this plate that he really wanted to go on the front. We got a keychain for him. I have stuff for the rear trunk bed, or truck bed, the hatch. Wait, no, it's not a hatch. What, the tailgate, I have hydraulic like lift assist for the tailgate, because every time I open that thing, it just slams down and it's super annoying. There's a bunch of little pieces. We're also gonna be putting back on the new front bumper that's painted, and all the extra panels that I did paint, we're gonna be fully putting back on the truck as well now. I'm getting a little nervous, because the reveal day is literally tomorrow, but I think he's really gonna absolutely love everything. I'm excited to see his reaction. This is a full kit from Type S. We got the sides, the front, and the rear of the car LEDs. All their stuff is really, really nice. The first car that I actually installed a Type S LED kit on was my Z, and you should have seen the LEDs that were old that I took off the car to replace them with these. These are so thick and beefy, and we're gonna be putting them on my dad's truck. I know he's not a fan of Underglow, but I think this is gonna be really funny, and it's harmless, okay? It's just some adhesive on the rear. I'm not gonna be like drilling into anything or putting a button. All gonna be controlled from the Type S app, but I'm not gonna tell him until it's dark and we're like out somewhere. Maybe when we do the reveal, if the sun is setting, or I can bring it inside and then just turn them on and like freak him out. It'll be really funny. This is the kit that we're going to be installing. It's super easy. We'll just throw it on there quick. So this truck was always meant to have Underglow on it. There's a section right here, just perfect for this strip to go on. I was like, what? And it's completely camouflaged. It was always meant to have it. I went around with the truck underneath, wiped everything down with G Techniq Perfect Last. This stuff is like hot sauce for me. I put that shit on everything. Cleaned everything off underneath, and then the kit comes with alcohol prep pads. I went over again with that. They have a primer, it's like an adhesion promoter. Wipe this all up and down the truck underneath. Throw these on. Okay, we have Underglow officially. It does look a little funky because we don't have the front bumper on yet, so I just laid that strip in there, so I'm gonna end up attaching it to the bumper. But I think this might be one of my favorite things that we've done to the entire truck. Damn! Yo, Papa's gonna be mobbing.
I'm excited.
My mom is definitely gonna be jealous because she's been wanting Underglow on her Durango, so she's next, but this goes hard.
Chris, you're giving away our shoot ideas.
Yeah, come on.
Okay,
come on.
Hold on, I can't turn
Everyone's gonna be like, how did that last scene look so good? Chris is a Jedi, and he uses lightsabers for our video shoot.
And obviously, I don't know how to put my lightsabers down.
Honestly, I feel so cool right now.
Sean saw it.
Look at that face. What's up, Booth? Jealous? Look at that. Look at that Underglow.
Davis.
I'm a whole new person. Need to do some shoots real quick.
You're a little.
What, you hear something? No, you don't.
Mostly.
No, you don't. Booth, none of that. Don't listen to him. All right, bye.
Looks good.
Thanks. No, you gotta step out. Look at the feeling. You step out now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Nice.
That's the stuff.
Look at the reflection on the door even.
Best decision ever. I can't believe I was contemplating not doing this.
See what weird thing Chris does. He's gonna do something weird. I know it.
Yeah, he is. Wait.
There
Yeah,
it is.
we were waiting for it. You did a little something. And we're back. I got really excited right when the Underglow had power and I could turn it on. So I just really quick mounted the wires and zip tied them everywhere out of the way so that we could do a little lap around the compound at night. And now I actually need to go back and organize all of our wiring here. This is not a drift car. This is my dad's limited edition SRT-10 truck. So I want to make everything look as nice as possible. I want to group all these wires together, continue to zip tie them down in the best routing away from all of our insane header heat. There's one wire that goes to the front, and then there are two that route down and go backwards. So I need to make this look a lot prettier and then do my final zip ties once I'm done up there, all the way through to the back of the car. I'm just keeping it out of the way of anything that spins, anything that gets hot, and do it as best as I can. Now, while I was making a game plan for routing off the battery, I really wanted to try and get a negative terminal cover in there. The truck didn't have one. It does have a positive one, but it was all crusty, so I actually just went and got that painted really quick. I need to probably tape and zip tie all this together and just make it look as nice as possible. I also don't want my dad to be looking at the engine bay and then see all those wires either, because I want the underglow to be a surprise. I don't know when I'm gonna bust it out or when I'm gonna show him. Maybe at the very end, I'll like turn off all the shop lights and be like, hey, wait a minute, look at this. I don't know yet, but I don't want him to be able to tell that something's been done when he starts inspecting the engine bay. Okay, it's probably been an hour and a half to 2 hours just of securing all the wiring. Yes, I know that sounds crazy, but check it out. This does look so much better though with a fresh coat of red paint. And look, he's never gonna know. You look in, everything looks normal. I was able to camouflage the underglow wiring for the most part in that corner. I used black electrical tape to just make sure it was like fully camoed. I think it looks great. I am super happy with everything routing wise in the engine bay. I don't think it visually impacts anything in here, and that is what I was going for. Now, underneath the truck is where I definitely got carried away and probably used over 100 zip ties, securing the wiring and just the best routing underneath the truck. So from underneath here, I made sure it was on the other side of the frame rail, opposite our headers, to get away from all of this heat. Threw the wires down from the engine bay underneath here, sort of followed the hard lines that were here. This is one of our modules, zip tied to hard lines here. Then we can continue to come back. Here's another one. This is actually the module for the rear of the truck, and it's secured here, and the rest of the wiring goes back. This is where it connects and goes to this side, and then the LEDs on the other side of the truck. And here's where all the zip ties came into play. It just keeps going. Oh, I rushed out that one. I need to do that. Keeps going. I found a little tab guy here I was able to use. Back here, boom. Up here, boom. Up there, boom. Another tab there, and it just continues to go until it makes contact with the rear of the truck. The rear of the truck was the hardest to do because it literally had to travel the whole length all the way back there. Then side to side, it wasn't that bad. I basically just went like under the back of the cross member of the truck and got that secured. And yeah, I definitely probably shouldn't have spent so much time on that, but now we are good to go, and hopefully he cannot tell that there's something going on when we pop the hood. All right, underglow is now complete. The only thing that I need to do is put this on the front bumper when the front bumper goes on the car. But the module to plug this into is already routed to the front of the truck, so that will be really quick, and I can't wait to get his reaction. It's gonna be the best ever. Moving on, this video is all of like the little final touches, and one of those are floor mats. I knew he wanted them. I haven't seen them yet. Ooh, they look plush. Huh. Wow, yes, love. Ooh, these are really thick too. And like soft carpet. This is for the back. It's a full front and rear complete set. Oh, this is so nice. So I did custom order these. You could pick all the colors, and I think there was like 3 different choices of what you could get embroidered on them. I think it was just this by itself, which to me looked a little plain, or just Viper, or you could get the Dodge logo. I think this combo is very nice. And this is gonna start to bring some of the red to the inside of the car, because currently there is nothing. good. These are real good. I was wondering why they were so expensive, and I just thought because they're custom, they're expensive, but these are not only custom, but they are plush. They fit perfectly. They look so, so good. I know he's going to absolutely love them. Good interior upgrade. Now, while we're down here, let's talk about these brackets. Now, to get this entire seat out is actually really time consuming and difficult because I believe like this whole piece is connected, or at least this and the middle piece are connected, and then the other one is sideways, because I did want to paint these. I know these have been bothering him for quite some time now. Now that this is nice and pretty, your eyes are just immediately, boom, drawn there. So he had mentioned that, oh yeah, I was gonna try and look at some like rust stop black paint stuff to just brush on there. It's like automotive paint, and I was like, you're crazy, you're gonna brush it on. But they do actually make paint like that, and I have some being delivered tomorrow. So if it gets here in time, I'm definitely going to try and brush that on these, and this will look so much better without that awful brown there. And in the back seat, it's even more noticeable on each side. Man, these are so good. They're so fluffy, so nice. While we're on the topic of carpet related things, let me go grab the nuts mod. Okay, this is all carpet for the truck bed. My dad has mentioned wanting this set up at some point, and here it is. He has no idea about this either. It seems a little tedious to get in there, but it's gonna look really, really good once it's installed. At first when he mentioned carpet in a truck bed, I was like, really? Carpet in a truck bed? But the more I thought about it, when I saw photos of this fully installed, the more it made sense. It's actually really nice, and it's not like this is a work truck. This is a nice, fancy cruiser show limited edition SRT-10 Ram 1500. So I think this makes a lot of sense, and like I said, fully installed, it is really nice. So the only thing that kind of sucks about this is that he currently has one of the plastic covers in the truck bed, which I will show you guys in a minute, and that might be a little tedious to get out of there, and I really hope I don't have to take the tonneau cover off. I might have to, and if that's the case, this is gonna take a lot longer, but it'll be worth it. This is what the truck bed currently looks like. It has this plastic liner in the entire bed. Now, I was sitting in here trying to figure out how I could get it out. I'm just gonna start taking off brackets and things and trying to pull this thing out of here. The tonneau cover has to come off. It has to come off, and I was staring at this for a while trying to figure out how I could clone myself to go on each side and hold it while the other me gets the thing out, and it's probably not gonna happen. So I need to wait until someone else is here in the morning to take this off, and then it'll be fine. Luckily, it's not held on by a lot. There's two main bolts that go to the hinge in the rear, and then there are 4 bolts in the front. I think the best way is gonna be if I can get at least maybe like 3 people to just be on each side, hurry up, unbolt it, pull this out, bolt it back on while it's still being held up, and go from there. But there's a lot of the assembly of the actual carpet piece that's going in that you have to do ahead of time, so I'll at least get that done and then do the full install bright and early in the morning. One thing that I can do right now is install this hydraulic tailgate assist. Every single time I go to open this tailgate, I always accidentally let it slam because I'm expecting it to be like any newer truck that has at least a slight assist when it's going down, and there's nothing, and it's really heavy, so it just pummels down. And now this is gonna be a nice little carpeted lounge area. We gotta get a little fancy with an assist, so I'm gonna throw this on. walkway. Yeah. So much better. Next order of business is replacing this old, crusty, and cracked hood stoop vent with a brand new one, freshly painted and ready to go. I don't remember when he said he replaced this one, but when they actually installed it, they cracked it. You can see it right here. And the finish on this paint was never that great. So we never paint corrected or coated this piece because I knew the whole time I was gonna be replacing it. So boom, right here, brand new, freshly painted piece. Gonna take this one out. This one's only attached by adhesive, so a heat gun should do the trick. Today, I'm going to drive the truck over to the main shop and try and get some help to lift the toner cover so that I can take that hard bed liner out of there and get our brand new carpet liner installed. I don't even want to get my feet on the new mats because I don't want to be the first person to make them dirty. Maybe I can just like hover and only touch the pedals when I need to. Okay, honestly, I don't know if I've mentioned this. This is one of my pet peeves about this entire truck and any other vehicle that is set up this way. You have a key, right? Key, right here. You have to turn it still and then press the button. And then to turn it off, you don't press the button to turn it off like most cars. It's turn on, turn off. This one, you have to turn it only with the key to turn it off, or this engages the starter. So I might have been a little when I wasn't supposed to when I was trying to turn the truck off. Don't really like that. I did talk to him at some point about like, hey, just let me put like a proper push to start setup in here. I can even get it on your key for you so you can start it from inside the house, or you know, if you're at like a truck meet or whatever you do with the SRT-10 truck, you can start it like as you're walking up to it, like when you're coming out of the restaurant, just so it like sounds good and it'll start it when you're walking up. I don't know, but he didn't want that. He wanted to keep it like mostly OEM plus, which has been the theme here. I actually did order a brand new start button from Mopar because this one, the engine start is worn off, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna have time to actually install that. I'm not sure how lengthy that is or if I need to like pull the whole dash out, which definitely just isn't gonna happen. So I do have the part. We'll see if I have time to put it on. Anyway, I'm heading over to the main shop. I just wanted to vent about this situation. Exactly for this truck, and there is just a bunch of specific areas that you're going to be putting on this Velcro and then sticking it to the truck directly onto the carpet. The places that this will be grabbing the carpet already has the other side of the Velcro stitched in. It's on every single side, and then there are two main strips on the very, very bottom. And then for the tailgate area, using that as well. It is a little tedious. You gotta keep pressing stuff in and making sure everything is lined up perfectly. And the reason why you needed to take off that hard cover is so that it can sit into these grooves. This underneath it is actually molded to sit in those grooves perfectly.
I was about to turn it off.
God, I'm gonna love editing that.
I was about to turn it off, bro. Davis, you're lucky I didn't turn that shit off.
Watch the shot. This western one. And it's dark.
be the freshly painted piece.
Ooh.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Okay, so you haven't seen this yet either.
Oh.
This is the last mod upgrade totally. I think, wow, this is the last one. Then we're like pretty much done. So this
Dang.
all started because I was contemplating if I should paint the mirrors and door handles or not. If you look here, this plastic to me kind of cheapens the entire view, just in my opinion. It's
Yeah.
so weird. I don't know how they decided which trucks got painted and which ones got the plastic pieces. There are some Rams in the same year that got paint and some that didn't. So I just got caps, which I honestly was only buying these to just visually see if it looked good, and then I popped one on and I was like, damn, that's great. Like you don't even need to paint it, at least not for now. So this is the last mod. It has adhesive on the other side, and I know it kind of seems a little ghetto, but just hold up. Not painted, plastic. Now, boom, painted. Step back, appreciate it. I think it looks so much nicer. I don't know, I might be biased. If I do actually end up taking them off and painting them, maybe I'd paint this piece as well. I really just want to see if my dad notices. I like it a lot better though. I think
Yeah, it looks good.
looks fancier, right?
Yeah, it looks really good.
And luckily, this black was just like the perfect color. I wasn't even really meaning for that to happen, so.
Yeah, that looks good. Here's painted, and then not painted. Doors open, but like,
It looks fancier,
gives you an
right?
idea. Yeah, that looks really good.
Little elevation of the build just with that.
So you also have the door handles too. Nice. It'll look a lot better.
Oh yeah, compare that to that. Trash.
Gross. Nice. Gross.
All right, that is it for this video. Those are all the finishing touches on my surprise makeover on my dad's limited edition SRT-10 truck. In the next video, we're gonna be revealing it to him. I'm so excited to see his reaction. Comment below what your favorite mod has been so far, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
I just lost my phone.